Good morning, everyone. Myself, Ankit Patwari, the trainer for your US CPA program. Let's start our journey with the very first paper, Financial Accounting and Reporting. If I talk about financial accounting, everyone knows what is financial accounting, right? Financial accounting basically deals with recording of transactions and events, and then uh, preparation of profit and loss account to calculate the net profit of the organization, balance sheet to ascertain the financial position oblique net worth of the organization. Apart from this, there are a few more reports that we prepare, like cash flow statement and statement of changes in equity. We prepare notes to accounts and all. We'll discuss all these things in due course. Today, the topic of consideration is what rules we will follow when we do accounting for US companies. In India, when we do accounting for Indian companies, we follow accounting standards. These are rules and principles laid down by NACAS, National Advisory Committee on Accounting Standards. Accounting standard does not tell follow me. It is the Indian Companies Act which tells every company to lay down accounts on the basis of accounting standard issued by NACAS. Similarly, when we do accounting for US companies, we have to follow US GAAP. It is SEC, Securities Exchange and Commission, which mandates on every US companies to lay down their accounts on the basis of US GAAP. So, if I talk about Indian companies, we have to follow accounting standard issued by NACAS, National Advisory Committee on Accounting Standards. It is the Companies Act 2013, earlier it was 1956. Mandates preparation and presentation of accounts as per accounting standard issued by NACAS. It is a body set up by the government of India. Now, this body delegates its responsibility for developing accounting standard to ICAI, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. This is for India. Now, if I talk about US companies, they have to follow US GAAP issued by FASB, Financial Accounting Standard Board. It is SEC. It was established in 1934. mandates preparation and presentation of accounts as per US CAP. Right? Now, SEC does not create a US GAAP on its own. Basically, it again delegates responsibility to FASB. Right? Similarly, if I talk about other foreign companies, they follow IFRS issued by IASP, International Financial Reporting Standard, and these accounting standards are issued by International Accounting Standard Board. So these are the rules we have to follow when we do accounting in respective countries. So when we do accounting for Indian companies, we have to follow accounting standard issued by NACAS. NACAS delegates its responsibility to ICAI, and it is the company law which tells. Accounting standard never tells follow me. Accounting standards, all the rules, regulation, principles, the accounting treatment, the measurement, the recognition, the presentation, the disclosure requirements, right? These things are contained in accounting standards. Accounting standard never tells follow me. It is the respective country's company law or any other law which will tell you to follow, or which will tell you to draft accounts as per this particular accounting standard, right? So for Indian companies, we have accounting standard issued by NACAS. For US companies, we have US GAAP issued by FASB. It is the SEC which mandates preparation of accounts as per US GAAP. If I talk about foreign companies, they follow IFRS issued by IASP. Now, every country can have its own accounting standards, but if they don't have their own accounting standard, they can follow IFRS. In today's situation, we need to have globalization of accounting standards. That is why IASB wants to converge its IFRS with respective countries' accounting standard. In India, we have Ind AS. It is the converged form of our accounting standard issued by NACAS with the IFRS. Similarly, IASB would also want to converge their accounting standard with US GAAP, but because of difference of opinion between the standard setters for US GAAP and IASB, this could not take place, right? So presently we have one accounting standard, that is Ind AS. This is converged form of accounting standard issued by NACAS and IFRS. In India, this was possible, but in US presently it could not be done, right? So before we do accounting, before we do treatment of any particular item, we would like to know what principles, what rules, regulations we have to follow. In US, usually all the accounting standards are basically rule based. It does not involve the opinion of any professional experts. But if I talk about IFRS, right, this is principle based, bit conceptual, right? So whenever we do accounting, we would have to remember one thing: whichever country you go, wherever you work, Basically, in our discussion, we'll be completely focusing on US cap, right? But you can go and work everywhere. You work in India, you work in US, you work in any other foreign country. At the very first thing you need to know which rules, principles I have to follow. If I'm working for Indian companies, then I should know accounting standard issued by NACAS. If I'm working for Indian companies which has its operation in other countries as well, then in that case I have to follow Ind AS. That is why the accounting standard has been converged with IFRS, because many Indian companies, many big multinational companies, they work abroad also. So there is a bit dilemma which accounting standard to follow, whether to follow our own country's accounting standard or IFRS. So that is why IASB with NACAS, they have converged and they have formed Ind AS, right? And in US you will follow US cap. Okay, thank you.